Thank you very much, Madam Chair. And I do appreciate Ms. Fudge convening this hearing, and I want to thank our witnesses for their participation. You know, for me, an important foundation of all of this subcommittee's work on nutrition is, number one, that we all want to improve the lives of Americans who are facing hard times. I think that's obvious. Number two, that SNAP is an important poverty program. That's something worth maintaining, something worth holding up. And then number three, that work and education are a critically important, a necessary part of helping people realize opportunities to move out of poverty. And so each of us today on this dais is fighting for the same goal. Madam Chair mentioned that. We all want to see the lives of Americans improve. And a number of us on the broader Ag Committee on both sides of the aisle have experienced welfare programs, poverty programs on a personal basis. But whether we have or we haven't, we all want to make sure that we maintain an effective and efficient social safety net. And so we're going to disagree about the best way to do that, but the basic heart of the matter is intact. And as a country, we spend $1 trillion a year on 80 social safety net programs, and we want to make sure they work. We are a nation of giving. We want to be a nation of opportunity. And so able-bodied adults, you know, the ABAWD population, we've been talking about this population for a long time. I know there have been a lot of hearings that have addressed this issue, and I'm excited to have our witnesses today hit on them even more. But from the welfare reform efforts of 1996 to the Farm Bill discussions of 2018, for decades, this group and the broader Congress has been talking about ABAWDs. And I think we've made some progress, but nobody here would say that our work is done. And so I am excited to work together to try to find a way to do even better, to find data-driven solutions for how we can improve the lives of these ABAWDs. So you may have heard me say, because I say it a lot, that work has dignity, work is opportunity, work is an American value that we all need help to achieve. And I'm excited to discuss today and in the future how we really can work with the administration, work with throughout Congress to try to make sure that able-bodied adults really do have a good pathway from welfare to work. And that's going to help us preserve these programs, this critically important SNAP program for our most in-need friends and our most in-need neighbors. As the chair alluded to, my side of the aisle has talked a lot about a record economy, record job openings, and I do think that gives us a special opportunity to help people move out of poverty and into work. So for that reason, I want to applaud Secretary Perdue and USDA in taking this regulatory action to make work an even more central component of this important program. These proposed rules, they really are intended, honestly intended, to help work-capable individuals seek new employment opportunities and be in a better position to realize their dreams. Now, some states have taken too much flexibility. They have taken too much liberty with the flexibility that Congress has given them. And I know that has been a bipartisan sentiment in the past, that both Democrat and Republican members of the Ag Committee have said that. And so I'm looking forward to working with my colleagues to right-size the amount of flexibility, to hold states accountable, and move more people off poverty. The term able-bodied, as we've talked about, is so key to this discussion. And I want to make sure that we are working to empower and not stigmatize the ABAWD population. Of course, Madam Chairman is exactly right that these folks have a certain number of challenges. There are barriers to unemployment, that is inarguable. But despite those barriers, with help, they can still seek employment. They can stabilize their income. They can move to a place of even greater personal autonomy. That's the American dream. I think about during the Farm Bill discussions, there was a video that came out, and I was a private citizen at the time, but I was captivated by the video. It was about Latasha, and she was a former ENT participant here in Washington. She completed a certification program back in 2012, has been working successfully since. Her story is a story that should make us all proud, and with help, with additional accountability, with states doing a better job of managing their programs, there can be thousands more Latashas out there realizing a better life. And I think we all know that just ignoring the need for improvement, ignoring the need for reform, doesn't really improve anybody's life. That's not leadership. And so let's work with SNAP recipients, let's work with this subcommittee, let's work with the administration to move even more people from welfare to work. And with that, Madam Chair, I yield and I welcome our witnesses.